Hey, my friend, welcome to Marketing Hacks with my friend Ray Torres right here from Onset Media. My name is Sean Bhakta from REMAX Presidential, team leader and coach, success coach with Tom Ferry Coaching. And we are here discussing a very important subject. And this is actually, I have zero knowledge. I'll be very upfront.
Oh wait, not John. Come on.
Zero minus zero. Okay, so it is when we build a website. So what there are different kind of platforms. I heard the name WordPress. I never really used it with my hand. Uh, so tell me something, because this is very important, because when we get our website done or hire a company or whatever, um, what platform for the website is great and why it is great.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me again. Awesome. Always excited to be here every week. So I'll tell you that one of the things that it's kind of the answer is kind of hard to answer. Let me tell you why. Okay. So when you look at the other platforms, and when I say other platforms, we think about Wix, Squarespace, Weebly. I mean, so many other systems out there that help, and they created in mind. So an average person that knows nothing about it can make adjustments. That's what they want, right? The most people, if they own something, they want to be able to go in there and make some adjustments if necessary, or make it's easy. It's not doesn't take days or weeks to make a change of a banner or something like that on the website. So all these companies made it so much easier to be done. And you got to realize that that when you sacrifice something to be easy, it's going to sacrifice something else on the internet. And what's happened, there's so many companies have decided to make it easy for everyone else, and WordPress is also one of those companies. So I'm a big and huge WordPress supporter. Why? Because it's something that I'm used to. I love it, and it's you can customize it to any ability you want. So let me slow down here. Let me start from the beginning. Okay, so there's Squarespace, there's Wix, there's many builders like that, GoDaddy builders, and I'm sure your real estate firm may have a builder built into another company that does only real estate transactions. Some of which are good. Content is what's king. But what happens with that is that sometimes it's easy for the search engines to be able to read certain kind of functions of the on websites. And one of the things that I've always allude to is I allude to search engine optimization. A lot of these companies have tools within the those companies, Wix, Squarespace, so on, to help them enhance their SEO. There's things you could
Okay.
do on page, of course, but there it just makes it so much harder. So you making search work harder to get your information. So that's one thing that I've always frowned upon when I look at those builders. That's number one. Number two, when I compare it from, say, WordPress, which is what I love, versus something else, customization. When you look at a builder, you wanna. Most people say, "Hey, I want my website to do this, or that," and customization is huge
Right.
because in the day and age that we live in, we always want to add this plugin or this idea or this here. Hey, I've seen this guy's website and it has this chat feature or whatever have you. And a lot of those, WordPress now has about 45,000 plugins you can add
Oh.
to any website. That's a lot, in addition to other things that they have. So again, customization, WordPress always wins. So now what WordPress has done, in addition to, again, these other companies do it as well. WordPress has now made it so easy for you, an average person doesn't do what they do this, right?
Yeah.
Um, be able to go in there and make a change. I mean, just think about it. You can go in there not having no coding experience, you have nothing to do with any website world. Let me learn how to do this. Being able to go in there and make an adjustment, that's phenomenal. So
Right.
WordPress, because of all the businesses and all the applications that are added to it, now you have that ability to do that. Not to mention all those different customizations of what you're looking for. Some people just want a specific one cookie cutter website, which again, that's normal, that's fine. And not to say that those other Wix and Squarespace, they don't have something nice, But some people want customized stuff. They don't want to have the same cookie cutter site that they've seen with other locations. So that's been a common thread.
Because you want to
Well,
stand you want to stand outside of the crowd because you don't want to be blended with other people in the same profession, and so to do
yeah,
that.
but not to mention, hey, I want my website to have this in the bottom. I don't want it to have this. I'm like, well, sometimes that's not even possible because that company only has these types of templates to be used or their platforms.
Yeah.
So versus something else, I mean, WordPress is an open source platform. So in other words, anything is possible. Most anything is possible. Yet there is a whole billion of templates out there to help build the platform, but that template is also customizable. So if you find a template, you should not find that same template on your website because it should be customized.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We don't just grab it and put it. That's what normal people do, right? Some people don't do that. And then lastly, one of the biggest important things that people don't realize is that WordPress is the cheapest. You have
Oh,
hosting
wow.
and a domain, and that having WordPress being cheap, versus the monthly fee you pay with either Shopify or Wix or Squarespace. When you compare those prices, it wins. It wins so much. And now that they've made it easy for you to make adjustments on the fly. You won't be able to build the site, but you can make adjustments after your developer creates the website. That's a good opportunity for you to consider WordPress, especially because of the price and the fact that it's a huge SEO. I call it has a one up when it comes to search engine optimization, which is
Right.
the world of rank.
Wow, that's good to know because we get different offers from different directions. So we got to make sure whoever does that, the WordPress is it is one of the oldest one anyway.
Yeah.
WordPress, isn't it?
Well, yeah. So because before they had this system where it was so editable, it was nothing but coded. So it was only made by people who were able to code.
The code,
But
okay.
since from then to now, they've advanced this so much.
Yes.
Again, guess what? It's something that's very popular in the U.S. and it's the number one platform here in the United States of America. So guess what?
Wow.
That's why there's so many options on there, and everyone wants to be part of that whole boom when it comes to WordPress. So,
Perfect. Thanks, Ray. I didn't
got
know
it.
about that. So my friend, WordPress is the way to go. And then, there's a lot of detailed information to that, but you know who to call right here. He's available to take your call or any advice you need. And again, thanks for
Let
joining.
let me just say, I mean, I
Yes.
got a call from somebody from one of your listeners just asking me some questions. I was able to answer the questions and
Oh,
they moved on. They weren't even from the area. So that's what we're trying to achieve here, right? We're trying to make sure we communicate
yep.
within our audience, right? We want to be able to help them and just give them some direction. They can decide what they're going to do. They don't necessarily have to say, I'm going to hire you. That's not the goal. The goal is to
Yeah.
be able to help out our audience so they understand what they're going up against when they making that phone call to that company to get a weapon.
Yes. The power of giving. Yeah.
The power
So
of giving. Yeah.
thanks, Ray. Great information, my friend. Hopefully, this little information we just gave you here. Stick to WordPress for if you want to stand out in the crowd with your website, and it's a no-brainer. Give a call to Ray if you have any further question, and he'll be happy to answer any question you have.
Right.
See you next week, Thursday at 11 o'clock. Until then, keep rocking.